special local government election culmination, grand finale broadcast coming to you from the National Results Operations Centre here in Tshwane as we await the final announcement of the results. There have been some really interesting developments, particularly in KwaZulu-Natal. 18 of the province's 44 municipalities are hung councils. They will require coalitions to govern, and that of course includes the metro of eThekwini. There's been a lot of drama and a lot of disappointment where the ANC has had significant losses. And of course we've also seen the NFP challenging for a recount in one of the wards in Mdombe today. So plenty to talk about. Let's bring in senior reporter in Durban, Dasen Thathiah. Hi Dasen, tell us all about it.
Well, Sal, I can tell you that over the past few days, we've learned very quickly that you can be a winner and a loser at the same time, and that's what the ANC is feeling in KwaZulu-Natal, because while it is still the leading party, it has also lost a lot of its power, and it is most concerned with the metro of eThekwini. That was its base that it was relying on. It says that it gives them a sense of the temperature of its voters in the province. It tells them where they stand with their voters, and if you looked at that centre alone, that's where just over 40% of voters had come out. Obviously the majority there being for the ANC, but unfortunately not enough to give them a majority position in the metro. This from the last time around coming down from about 56%. So they are certainly worried about that, and they are fully aware of what the implications of that could be. So they've been saying that it's infighting. They've been saying that their voters are protesting and saying that they are tired of corruption. And you know, we did ask the question, why wait for this long if you could see the signs? There have been protests, there have been other sorts of demonstrations around this, but yet this was the clearest sign yet, according to the party, that many of its voters are unhappy. So what that basically means is that the ANC at this point finds itself in a position where it has to find a coalition partner. It's not telling us who it's in talks with, but it is saying that it has to be a party that aligns itself to similar values. And one of the things that it says it's obviously trying to stay away from is any party that promotes racism or sexism or anything like that. So let's listen into what the Provincial Secretary, Mdumiseni Ntuli, had to say about those implications for the next national election.
You see, the immediate implication of losing, of having less support in a bigger area like eThekwini is that it forces us to a deep reflection about the future of the ANC as a governing party in KwaZulu-Natal. Because we will be going to elections in 2024, and I know, and many of, I'm sure all of us in the ANC leadership would be very convinced that by the time we get to 2024, the situation that we have gone through this period would have been resolved. So the immediate implication that is of concern to us is that it creates an impression, and it sets the scene towards 2024 that the ANC, if it doesn't attend to many of the challenges that we have identified, would not be able to come back as a governing party in the province of KwaZulu. That's the implication of losing the biggest part of your province. Well, but if you look at the results themselves, we have not entirely lost the metro, but we have lost the ability to be the governing party with 50% plus one. But we remain the leading party both in the metro and in the province. So, but there are implications if we do not arrest the current decline going to the future, that the ANC may find itself into a very, very difficult position.
Well, thank you very much for that report, just giving us the very latest from KwaZulu-Natal. Big shifts in power at local level. Senior reporter Dasen Thathiah, thank you so much for that update.